Witamy w Gettysburg na terenie Muzeum Kolekcji Wheels of Liberation. Jest to już po raz trzeci zorganizowany otwarty weekend tej kolekcji, którą zebrał i tutaj prowadzi pan Mirosław Krycak. Wspaniały kolekcjoner, miłośnik historii, patriota, który chce swoje zamiłowania przekształcić właśnie w takie muzeum, które będzie pokazywało sprzęt i pojazdy, na których walczyli polscy żołnierze w czasie II wojny światowej i w trakcie wojny obronnej 1939 roku. Więc tutaj jesteśmy tu już po raz trzeci. Ten weekend tutaj trwa, jak widzicie, mimo tego, że prognoza pogody nie była najlepsza, ale jak widzicie, są tutaj odwiedzający. Mamy za sobą główny budynek, który został specjalnie wybudowany właśnie dla potrzeb muzeum. W tym budynku znajduje się cała masa pojazdów, które zamiast znaleźć się na zewnątrz, są dzisiaj w środku. Ale mówiąc o tej kolekcji, chciałem również powiedzieć i zwrócić uwagę na coś innego. Chciałem zwrócić uwagę na to, że tak jak widzicie, tych ludzi w mundurach to są rekonstruktorzy. Na tą imprezę przyjechali zaproszeni właśnie zaprzyjaźnione grupy rekonstrukcyjne. Te pojazdy, które tutaj są które się tu znajdują, które zostały zgromadzone, są wspaniałe i naprawdę one wyglądają w bardzo dobrym stanie. One są sprawne, one jeżdżą. Ale na taką imprezę jak tutaj dzisiaj, same pojazdy bez uczestnictwa nas, rekonstruktorów, były po prostu takimi pojazdami, ale nie byłyby w stanie opowiedzieć o sobie. W związku z tym my jako rekonstruktorzy tutaj uzupełniamy ten element, który jest bardzo ważny, bo tu chcemy właśnie podzielić się swoją wiedzą o tych pojazdach, żeby wszyscy, którzy dzisiaj zdecydowali się i jutro, którzy tu przyjadą, żeby wyjechali stąd z tą wiedzą, żeby dowiedzieli się więcej o tym, jak te pojazdy wykorzystywane przez polskiego żołnierza przynosiły wolność niestety większości innym narodom Europy i one w ten sposób właśnie działały za wolność waszą i naszą. Przepraszam najbardziej, ale za chwilę chcę wam pokazać jedną rzecz, bo jest tutaj z nami też zaproszona grupa niemiecka, która właśnie podjeżdża. Oni jadą na motorach, także zwróćmy uwagę, to są rekonstruktorzy, którzy jadą tutaj na motocykach. W każdym razie, tak jak Państwo widzą, tutaj biorą udział w tym wydarzeniu grupy rekonstrukcyjne reprezentujące kilka narodowości. My jesteśmy jako Polacy, są z nami Amerykanie, są z nami Brytyjczycy, są z nami koledzy, którzy reprezentują grupy Armii Czerwonej. No i oczywiście na takich imprezach zawsze zapraszane są grupy niemieckie, ponieważ one też biorą udział. No bo trzeba to pokazywać, Poczekaj, chodź na chwileczkę, chodź przy okazji. Tak, panie. Cześć. Przy okazji chciałem przedstawić tutaj też, chodźcie koledzy, chodźcie tutaj na chwilkę, bo akurat przychodzą tutaj moi koledzy z grupy. Także this is the other members of the group which actually I belong to, Polish American Living History. Guys, come over here. I want to use that occasion. As you can see, jak Państwo widzą, tutaj akurat jest przerwa na lunch. Więc chłopaki się posiłkują lodami, ale to nam nie przeszkadza, bo są tutaj już aktywnie od samego rana. Ja dojechałem tutaj trochę później. Guys, because most of you, unfortunately, at this point, unless you can say your names in Polish, but if you just want to introduce yourself, we are recording this for the museum. So,
Chris Kuhar.
What's it?
Nico Kuhar.
Tanner. Sean. Raymond.
I'm Steve. Joseph.
Okay. Now, cieszę się bardzo, że I'm so glad that we actually got you here, because I want to ask you, and I mean, I'm in this hobby for a long time, but you guys just recently joined our group, right? And I would like you to actually say a few words for our viewers, so they can actually learn from you. What convinced you? Because you could join other groups, right? You could join the American group, you could join British group, but why interested in doing Polish? Because I always like to hear this from you guys, because you were born here, raised here in the US, right? Some of you have Polish background, some of you not. So maybe we can use the recording, because we hope that all those young guys which are going to we're able to see the recording, maybe they can learn from your statement, and maybe they will have an interest in joining the groups like ours, right?
Sir.
So who first would like to actually say a few words? If you
My name's Steve Sawicki. My family, obviously by my last name, is Polish. The Polish story is just so incredible. I mean, I'm a very big fan of history. I was originally going to school to be a history teacher, but Poles fought everywhere in the war except the Pacific. You can look in everywhere and find some sort of Polish volunteers. And some of the stories from some of these people, they're some of the most insane things that if Hollywood made a movie about you, people would say, oh, that would never happen. That's too unrealistic. So it's just such an incredible story, and it's so important to preserve all of this for future people to learn about.
Okay, and so you basically talk to the young Americans, right, when
Yes,
they come
absolutely,
up,
yep.
and they probably ask you a lot of questions about the Poles fighting in the World War II. So you guys are sharing your knowledge, right? So you're basically like a storyteller, and you try to bring it closer, and basically encourage them to actually get the knowledge, learn more about that.
Absolutely.
What the Polish soldiers did during the World War II, right?
Absolutely. It's one thing to read things out of a textbook or a history book. It's another for somebody to dress up in front of you and say, this is my rifle, this is what I would use to take out the Germans trying to take our home.
Okay. All right. How about you?
Hi. Hi everyone, my name is Raymond Lewandowski. The big thing of why I decided to join the Polish group is because I myself am Polish, and my family has been in Poland ever since the Kaiser was on the throne of Germany. So we've been out of the loop basically for what it means to actually be Polish, and we only now, with me, my father and my grandfather, we only just now decided to relearn what it actually means to be a Polish American instead of a Polish American, with a lot of emphasis on Americans. So this is not only an opportunity for me to learn more about who I am as a person, it's also a place for me to learn about who I am as a Polish person.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate it. How about you? What's your name?
Hi, my name's Joseph Shaney, but my Polish name would be Styczyn. My mom, she is ethnically Polish, born and raised there, and we can trace our roots all the way back to the Hussars. But part of the reason why I truly wanted to get into reenacting is A, well, I've always been a huge history nerd, and B, like I said, my family has been Polish. My great-grandmother, my moja prababcia, she was living in Vilnius during the time of the major ethnic cleansings that were happening there. Her village was actually attacked by the Ukrainian SS, and she was one of the survivors. And so much of this history goes unnoticed, goes unheard of, untold. And frankly, I find it very disturbing that we're losing our roots, that nobody remembers why things are happening, why things are certain ways. And I believe that if we could get back to our roots, we could explain things, especially on the Polish and Eastern European side of things. And so many things would make so much more sense. And, you know, like my good friend Steve here mentioned, the history of Poland, it's metal, man, it's awesome. You have stories of bear soldiers, of soldiers fighting for 63 days in Warsaw against the Germans. And so much of that just goes so forgotten. And I want to preserve that the best I can. Not only for my sake, but also for the futures.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you.
The next person which I would like to introduce here, is Chris. Krzysztof, the same first name, right? But I want to hold on a second. You came with your son.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come over here. What is your name?
Yeah, so basically...
Nikolai. Wow, look at this. 2 generations. So you like to come up with your dad for those events as a Polish soldier, right? So you dressed today as a little Warsaw Uprising soldier, right? You're wearing your hat with the eagle, and that's what you look like one of the little boys who was helping the big guys are actually fighting Germans in Warsaw, right? Yes. Okay. But Chris, tell us, why did you join the reenacting group? And
Honestly, I came from the Civil War reenacting world. I wanted to do something different. I started looking around at World War II. Found out old Polish heritage growing up, so it was find a Polish unit. Poland is the epitome of don't quit. I didn't want to do American, I didn't want to do Soviet or anything else, so this was the perfect fit for it.
okay.
Yeah.
Trevor, come over here for a second. We want to talk to you.
Yeah.
So you also joined us recently, right?
Yep.
You joined our group.
Yeah,
Today,
this year.
you come up here and tell us why did you decide to join that and want to be the reenactor, Polish American reenactor?
My father is Polish. My family came shortly after World War II, but I don't know much about my family history or anything beyond that. And when Steven joined, he started telling me about the group and all the things he learned, and I realized that Poland is honestly really cool and is treated as a footnote in history. So I wanted to learn more about my family's history, the things that happened to them that my father never really cared about.
Beautiful. Great. And the one last person we didn't talk about it. Come over here for a second. We're gonna move up a little because that motorcycle noise actually. But tell us what convinced you to actually, because you have your background is not Polish, right?
Yes, I'm not Polish.
Well, you're Polish by the heart.
By heart.
But that's what matters to us, right? But you decided to join us and you actually do this and you wear the Polish soldier uniform.
Yes.
So where you come from, it doesn't matter, but you, by heart, you're feeling like this is what you would like to do and you participate in this, right?
Yes.
And just give us some info about you. Where'd you come from? What's your name? Where'd you come from?
I'm actually Chinese, ethnically. I come from China. But the whole reason why I joined was because I've always loved reenactment. And when my good friend Joseph introduced me to more hands-on reenactment, more importantly, Bauha, I decided to go to one of the shows, and everyone was so friendly and welcoming. I just had to join. So that was probably my main reason. Everyone's so friendly, and it's a very great environment to be in. And I've always loved history, and this is just another way, a more hands-on approach to learn about history.
Beautiful. See, this is what we are. We are very friendly reenactors. We're talking about a war, but we also we try to share those information. Anyway, thanks for coming. We appreciate it. Okay, enjoy the event. Hopefully we'll talk